Yippers, I'm back. Sam B, part two. Should women have multiple partners? Multiple sexual partners. All right. First one, part one, it was definitely wordy, but hey, it is what it is. This is YouTube. This is my YouTube channel. This is the Tune Up Show. And we are going to talk about it. All right. We got a lot of confused young women out here. We have a lot of confused young men out here. Okay. And I think that since Elizabeth Cady Stanton and Frederick Douglass felt as though that they could promote, right? They could promote and write up a declaration for women to be independent from men. I pose a question. I ask a question. Are women really independent from men? All right? Because let me tell you something. When a child, 15, 16 years old, and they want to be away from their parents, that child is considered crap. What's the word? Emancipated. An emancipated teen. All right? Which goes back to the Emancipation Proclamation, right? Where a person or persons are considered their own entity and they're able to take on their own debt, their own society, their own whatever it is that they're doing. All right, that's an emancipated teen. So an emancipated teen is relished in this society. But even the child is told that you can no longer mooch off your parents. Your parents can no longer support you. You have to do it on your own. So here's the thing. A child, 15, 16, 17 years old, a 14-year-old, 16-year-old emancipated child understands once they become emancipated, they cannot receive any support from their parents, right? But for some reason, when the woman became emancipated from the man in 1848, for some reason, the man is still held responsible for the woman. Why is that? Because see, that always bothered me. That always bothered me. Why is that the case? When a child, a teenager that is emancipated from his or her parents or whatever binary or non-binary category you would like to put yourself in, because this is 2021, the most progressive year of all in history. Yeah. Why does a woman feel like out of all the women's rights and all the vagina marches and everything that was happening, why does the woman still feel like, all right, why does the woman still feel like the man is responsible for her well-being? I tell you right now, the whole child support thing, that whole thing is very unconstitutional. You know why it's unconstitutional? Because women have already declared independence from you, man. That's why. But look, we're going to get into this. Before I left off on part one, I froze. I paused a picture of the next Bachelorette. Now, I might be a year off, whatever. I don't watch this stuff. Okay? I don't care about this shit. All right? Bachelorette, Bachelor, whatever. It's all debauchery. All right? It's all heathenism. It's all bullshit. Okay? Half these people, their lives are just as miserable as the next. All right? They can post up smiles and, and get Botox to their damn freaking cheekbones fall off. All right. But who cares? All right. I'm here to talk about what is and what's going on. And you know what? I actually want to contribute to the next generation that's coming up after this generation. Because if these videos are still here, if my voice is still here, praise be to Yahweh, God, praise be to God, honestly. Because, man, our young men, they have to know the difference between sorry to say, a hoe or housewife. All right. There's plenty of videos out here. There's plenty of feminist groups and all these videos out here where the woman has declared independence from the man. So I ask you, ladies, before you get to clickety clacketing on the keyboard, okay, before you get to all that, ask yourself a question. If you are truly independent from the man, why are you still holding the man responsible for your well-being? If any woman can answer me that in a logical and humane sense, I'll stop recording. I'll stop recording. I'll ask it again. If women have been legally emancipated from the man, that means they're able to take on their own debts. They're able to take on their own livelihoods. They're able to take on their own credit debts. They're able to take on their own mortgage. They're able to take on everything. Why in a society like this, women are still allowed to hold the man to task to being a traditional male man, husband, provider? Answer me that. Hopefully you think of a good answer by the time I'm done this video. But let's continue. Now, what you see here is the woman Tashia Adams, and I think that's just her name by her name, the guy, that's her name, right? That's her name, Tashia Adams, because the guy is Zach Adams. So like I said, I don't know if I'm like a year behind. Okay. And so when I said she was a so-called black woman, I meant that, I mean, just by melanin perspective. But here it is. Okay. Tashia's Adams family. Ain't that some shit? Look at this. Tashia Adams family. Now, what was the Adams family all about? All right. A bunch of misfits, a bunch of people that just existed. I wonder what was really happening with this family. You know, but obviously this is her last name by marriage, because I think the other guy's name is Adams as well. So I don't want to get off topic, but I want to keep it in perspective to the point where women are, they're having more and more male sexual partners these days, and they're getting younger and younger and younger. I'm going to talk about it towards the end of this video. All right. Who is this? Meat service? No, bro. I don't know you. Can we exit out of this? Get out of here. All right. There it is. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to her Wikipedia, Tashia Adams. All right. This is supposed to be the next person. On November 5th, 2020, Adams replaced Claire Crawley as Bachelorette on season 16 of The Bachelorette. Adams has gone on to co-host The Bachelorette season 17 and 18 with a multi-year option to extend. All right, you know what? I don't watch this shit. We're just gonna get into what it is. All right. This woman, Tashia Adams, her father is African American, her mother is Mexican. All right, so yes, she's black. and she identifies as biracial. Well, I bet you do. I bet you do, because you're not going to claim your African American side. No, that's your father's side. All right. She has 3 siblings and was a Girl Scout for 12 years. And sorry to say, Girl Scouts, just as much as Boy Scouts, that was an indefinite pedophilia ring. A lot of men that was over the Boy Scouts, a lot of women that were over the Girl Scouts. A lot of them were sexually molesting those girls and boys. A lot of women that were over the Girl Scouts, they were sexually molesting those girls. All right. And this goes into that article that I had, the dangers and the long-time mental effects on women that are introduced to a early sexualized or sexual behavior at an early age. All right. So she was a Girl Scout at 12 years old. Okay, you know what? That's her name, Tashia Adams. Like I said, I don't watch this stuff, guys. I'm just catching up to maybe what's a year's worth of stuff. So her name is Tashia Adams. Adams is the guy that she married or was with. Her partner, Zach Clark. Spouses, Josh Farrell. Yeah, I don't keep up with this stuff. So, you know, I'm going to keep this in perspective. I'm sorry, guys. This is what happens when you even look at when you even look at this stuff. I mean, this stuff is out of control. But anyway, so from what it looks like, her career is in fashion. All right. She launched a clothing collection with Amaryllis Apparel called Amaryllis X Tashia. The collection consists of 17 pieces: tops, skirts, jackets, jeans, blouses. The collection was designed for the girl on the go. Yeah, I bet you was the girl on the go. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, the collection was designed for the girl on the go. So what is the girl on the go? The girl that believes that she can sleep with 1,000 men before the age of 30. That's the girl on the go. So I don't know. I'm under speculation right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if she were to come out maybe 10, 15 years from now stating that she had her first sexual experience at 10, 11, or 12. And she was a Girl Scout. So it could have been with another Girl Scout or maybe with one of the adult women that was over the Girl Scout, or even with an adult man. There was adult men that overseed to the Girl Scouts. Okay? So let's continue. All right, she did her fashion thing. Now here's where her TV stuff came into. Adams has graced the covers of numerous luxury lifestyles and fashion magazines such as Modelista and Locale. She has also appeared in pictorials from Cosmopolitan, Marie Claire, and Women's Health. So see, like I said, look, these people, when it comes to Hollywood, they don't just put anybody in front of you, okay? These people, they have a track record. 9 times out of 10, they come from a well-off family. Hollywood just don't put anybody in front of you. So let's continue. The Bachelor. She was on The Bachelor in 2019. She appeared on Colton Underwood's, I guess that was The Bachelor, this guy. Adam was one of the final 2 contestants. Okay, so she made it to the final 2. Whatever this Caucasian male had her going through. You know, I don't watch that stuff. Whatever. Both of the women were eliminated when Underwood decided to end the show to pursue Cassie Randolph. And Cassie Randolph, winner of season 23. Okay, so wow. Okay, so he just dumped both of them and just went to the chick that he once he just went to another chick. All right. So anyway, so Bachelor in Paradise, she was eliminated from there. All right. Bachelor in Paradise. St. Michael's, Maryland. Oh, Maryland. I got peoples in Maryland. Yeah. All right. See if he would be willing to give their relationship another chance. So Adams appeared on season 6 of Bachelor in Paradise in August 2019, where she started dating fellow contestant John Paul Jones. Okay, so I guess this Bachelor in Paradise was just a bunch of single people there. So after the finale, Adams and Jones rekindled their relationship when she traveled to St. Michael's, Maryland to see if he would be willing to give their relationship another chance. They dated for a few weeks. All right. They dated for a few weeks, ending the relationship again in late October 2019. Now, if you see the pattern, all right, now it's up to the Bachelorette. In 2020, Adams was chosen as, okay, so The Bachelor, I was talking about, that was from 2019, 2018, whatever. I don't know. I don't pay attention to this crap. So just let's I'm gonna be a man about this. We gonna keep talking the way men talk. All right. We assess the situation as it's presented to us, and we move on. All right. So this Adams character, Tashia Adams. In 2020, Adams was chosen as the replacement for Claire Crawley. Oh. So that's what happened. See, here's the wow, look at that. Claire Crawley. Okay, so, hey, look, I don't know this. I don't know this stuff, guys. I don't watch shit like this. So I'm finding out. All right, I know I'm like 3 years late, whatever. I don't care. But see, I had to be drawn back to this because this is something that I'm trying to talk about. All right. Should women have multiple sexual partners? Okay. You see how much calamity, see how much confusion that I'm going through? And I'm the one that's trying to talk about it. Imagine what's going on in the mind of a woman that's had 1,000 men before the age of 30. What do you think going through her head? If me just trying to put this together and talk about it, and I'm getting a headache by just even looking at it. Okay, what do you think's going on in her head? She done had she done had about a few hundred scrotums inside of her. So what's up? Am I by myself with this? Put it in the comment board. Let's see what's going on. In the season finale, Adam showed, I got a drink of water. Hold on, excuse me. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry about that. I had to drink some water. Woo! This is gonna be something else, man. I might make part 3. Nah, I'm ending this tonight. This ain't going no further than this. What's it called? All right. She replaced the chick. Most likely, wow, okay, Claire Crawley. All right, so Crawley, that could very well be a fake last name. Like I said, you gotta be careful about Hollywood too, because Crawley, do as thou wilt. Alistair Crowley, right? Play on words, but that's for the people that's in the know. So if you know what I'm talking about, put Alistair Crowley in the comment board, and we'll just continue. Here it is, making this the first American Bachelorette season to have its lead replaced. So even a liberal channel is Channel 6, ABC, Disney. Maybe they know something that they don't want to tell anybody. Maybe they know that a woman is not supposed to be having this many sexual partners. As so that article stated, okay, the American Heritage, I think that was the article. Yeah, the Heritage Foundation. All right, the Heritage Foundation. Maybe that's what it said. And as you can see, it's the bell, the Liberty Bell. right? What's the Liberty Bell? That's right here in Philly, baby. That's why they said the city of brotherly love. Go back to my documentary that I did. Philadelphia is one of the first cities to invoke a hate crime deal on people that spoke out against homosexuality, most likely homosexuality. City of brotherly love, city of homosexuality. All right, look it up, figure it out. But let's continue. I digress. So here it is, guys. I mean, her whole life has just been, and look, I'm not going through all that. All right, I'm here to talk about some things. All right, Tashaya Adams family, 5 facts you need to know. I don't think I need to know anything. So here's her family. The Mexican mother, which of course fair skin. Here is her father. I would presume to have been her father. All right, let's see. Hold on. Here it is. Okay, the star of Adams' hometown date on The Bachelor was her father, who had some tough questions for Colton Underwood out on the patio of their home. He's a star again on The Bachelorette when he gives his daughter a foreboding warning. Frankly, I'm worried, he told Tashaya in previews for The Bachelorette. I don't want you to be making the biggest mistake of your life. Well, you know, Dad, too late. All right. Her biggest mistake was your biggest mistake by allowing her on that damn show to begin with. All right, you're her father. But of course, he's obviously a liberal, very liberal. And for people want to know, he's putting up the 2 deuces sign. 2 deuces meaning the 2 pillars of Freemasonry. When you're crossing through to the Rubicon, that means you're leaving your old self behind and you're going to go find a new self. Yeah, look that up. I'm pretty sure this is the father. He looks a little too young to have, that's look like this is the other father. I mean, the brother. So, yeah, this is all telling. So he said, I don't want you making the biggest mistake of your life. But away from his brief time in the spotlight on ABC, Desmond Adams makes his money as a debt consultant. A debt consultant. I wonder what that means. He previously worked at Morgan Drexen, but that company went bankrupt after losing a massive lawsuit from the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau that said it charged illegal upfront fees and deceived consumers. Now, I'm going to stop it right there. If you want to look into this family, but I want to get a little esoteric here. I'm going to talk about something. This is obviously Easter Sunday with these pictures. You see the 2 Easter bunnies. You see the young boy, probably her little brother. They're all wearing Easter bunny ears. For people that don't know, Easter is not the resurrection of the Christ, the Messiah, Yeshua of the Bible. That is not the day for that. All right. If you could do simple math, okay. 3 days from Good Friday is not a Sunday, it's a Monday. All right. In 3 days he rose again. So how the hell does it end on Sunday? No pastor has yet to explain that, because they had to make room for this female goddess. Okay. The bunnies, female bunnies, are known for its high potency, its high sexual energy. All right. That's why you got the Playboy bunny. All right. Hugh Hefner. That's why it's the Playboy bunny. Female bunnies, they are known to have a lot of sex with their bunny companion. And have a lot of babies. But see, that's the way nature is. That's the way God made them. There's no reason for the woman to be like that. So they're taking the aspect of promiscuity from the animal kingdom and they are invoking it with the liberal female. Okay? I told you guys, this is part 2, man. This is where it is. So most like, I mean, look, and look, I mean, they said that this guy is bankrupt. He worked for a company that went bankrupt. Anyone with any kind of 3-dimension or any kind of real inclination, I'm pretty sure this guy, her father, made some kind of back deal with ABC. Like, hey, my daughter, she good to go, blah, blah, blah. Hey, and most likely he was pimping his daughter out to Hollywood so he can, and look at this guy. I mean, come on. All right. This is the Instagram photo. And look, he's got his foot all up. He's happy. You know why he's happy? He's getting paid. He's getting paid. He's getting paid. This is from 2019, so this is right before she got on The Bachelor. And look, I wanted to put that in there because I was led to say this. Easter has nothing to do with church, the Messiah. Why do you think women in tandem, they come to church in the most provocative and revealing attire on any out of any Sunday? Women, most like and black women and all women, when they're going to church on Easter Sunday, they come in the most provocative, the most revealing attire out of all the Sundays. Why is that? Because deep down, the woman knows what Easter is really about. Deep down, the woman knows what church is really about. The church today has nothing to do with God. It has nothing to do with Jesus Christ. It has everything to do with the female spirit. All right. The liberated, sexualized woman, the mother goddess, Ishtar. All right. Now I'm going off on a tangent, but let's continue. So that's just a little bit of her. Obviously, very attractive, very attractive, I'm hey, very attractive woman, but, she's a woman that is very loose. Most likely, her parents were very loose. I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, I speculate that her father may have talked her into being on this show. So that way he can pay back some debts or something. It's not the first time this has happened, okay? This is why, and let me tell you something. This is why, all right? This is why marriage back in the day, this is why women had to be under men back in the day. Because, see, you had a lot of men that owed a lot of debt. All right? They owed debt to the kingdom or society at the time. And most likely what they will do is they will offer up their daughters. All right? They will offer up their daughters and say, hey, my daughter, she looks good. She's very fair. She's still a virgin. All right? That was the hot take back then. If you was a woman that was a virgin, a lot of men sought after you. All right? And that's back in ancient times. So what the father would normally do was that's why arranged marriages was in place. Not so much because the father was broke, but more so because the father wanted to entrust his land or his inheritance in another man, but he still want his daughter to be able to receive and benefit from the inheritance that he had, because you weren't able to pass anything to your daughter back then. So because you had to make sure she was able to be with somebody. Now, here's the thing. What a lot of people don't understand about the split when it happened, when it all went down, that's why you got to pay more. That's why you got to pay for, you got to pay twice. You got to pay 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. All right. Because women are in charge of their own debt. And so the more women that are going to college, the more women that are not being wives, that are not being mothers. Yes, this is what happens. This is why inflation. Okay. You didn't hear about inflation in the early 1900s or the 1940s or 1950s because most women stood home. Okay. You didn't have to buy 3 TVs. You didn't have to have 2, 3 Christmases. You didn't have to have 5 or 6 birthdays. All right. So, but now we're heading into a new power shift. And look, I don't really care. I'm talking to the young men out there that they don't know the difference. They don't know the difference. They don't know the difference between a wife and a woman that's for the streets. But you women today, you're allowed to masquerade as a wife when you know damn well you for the streets. Like I said, I don't know this woman, but I can speculate that her father, okay? Her father made a way. Her father made a way to where he can get his money back. All right. And that's really what it's all about. Because see, if you want to be in lockstep, with a husband provider, somebody that's making it happen, somebody that's happy, somebody that's doing this, that, and the third. Ladies, listen, you have to want to be. You have to want to be a wife. All right. It's not fair to the man. It's not fair to the man. All right. And like I said, this is not all women. I'm going to keep stressing this. Of course, there's exceptions to the rules. There's always exceptions to the rules. There's a lot of really, 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 truly good women out here. There's a lot of truly good black women out here. Okay. There really are. And I know a lot of them. I know a lot of good women of all races. Okay. But see, it's the promotion of you women. Okay. It has to be, you women have to start talking out. Okay. Are you willing to go another 50 years with Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, the Bachelorettes, Desperate Housewives, Beyonce? Are you still willing to let these women tell men, okay, this is how you are? The Brittany Renners of the world. And the only reason why I keep bringing up this Brittany Renner, because see, with somebody like Brittany Renner, this is what makes her a horrible human being. Okay? What makes a woman like Brittany Renner a horrible human being is not because that's the life that she's living. Because see, the life you live, that's your choice. So whatever happens to you because of the life you're living, that's on you. You don't get to cry about that. because that's what you're doing. But see, what makes her a horrible human being is that she is teaching other women to be like her. That's what makes you a horrible human being. Because see, it's not enough for you to do the stuff you're doing at your own free will, to do whatever you want, no matter who it hurts, at someone else's expense. No, now you got to teach other people to do it. And a lot of women, a lot of women ask me, why is it so much? Why is it so much women dying? Women, I mean, look, women are getting shot in the head. Okay, women are getting murdered and killed, and all for what? Let me tell you something, ladies. Men are starting to wake up, and they're starting to realize, hey, if you're not going to be a real woman, then I don't have to be a real man. And this marriage doesn't have to go anywhere. You check Steven Jackson, formerly from the San Antonio Spurs. He had an Instagram. This was about a few years ago, about a year and a half ago, something like that. And he had a situation where his soon-to-be wife didn't want to sign a prenup. And he told her months in advance, hey, you need to sign this prenup if you want this marriage to happen. Right? Because, see, the woman knows anything she signs before that marriage contract comes into hand, all right, she knows that is in effect. That prenup will always be in effect because you signed that as your own entity. All right? That's why women are so scared of prenups, because they know if they sign that, that means that's their signature. That's their responsibility. All right? Why does the woman know that? Because the woman has declared herself independent from you, men. That's why whenever prenup comes up, the woman, she gets angry, she gets mad, and they put that all through Hollywood so that way the woman can say, what do you mean? Prenup? Oh, you don't love me? You don't love me? You don't love me? Yeah, she loses her damn mind because she realized that you realize that I don't really have to marry you. But since I am, and since you want all the glitz and glamour and cameras, you're going to sign this prenup because you wasn't there when I made it, and you damn sure ain't getting half when you feel like you don't want to be around me anymore. That's what the prenup is in a nutshell. But we're going to finish out the rest of this confrontation from this guy and Claire. Let's finish it out.
Like, who's willing to strip down butt naked and play dodgeball? It seems very silly and very immature. And I feel like a lot of these guys, they're appeasing you. If I had been on that date, I sure as hell wouldn't have crossed that line. Not in a million years would I be caught dead doing that. All right? Like, if my daughter saw me doing that, if my family saw me doing that, like, think of the thought that they would have. Think of the example that would be setting.
That's why you were not on that date.
Well, I'm glad I wasn't.
Yeah.
I'm seriously glad I wasn't. I was so appalled. A completely classless display. I expected a lot more from the oldest bachelorette that's ever been. And I can't believe that that actually occurred. That's not the type of example I want set for my daughter. You're not setting the right example for my daughter. Like, I feel like I even have to explain now. I'm ashamed to be associated with you. I can't believe I sacrificed so much to be here just to watch this distasteful and classless display. I'm serious, like, so appalled. Going back to our first date, I feel like you, like, really overreacted, and honestly, it sounded a little crazy. It sounded like, why Like,
What sounded crazy?
So-
What about me saying that I want guys who are here for me and not trying to bro out with each other and want to get to know me? I'm looking for a husband.
No, she's not. If you were looking for a husband, you wouldn't be on a TV show telling men to get naked for you. All right, that's just, and you know, and that's just disingenuous in itself. And I know a lot of people that are going to watch this, they're going to say, "Oh, Sam B, you know, it's just entertainment, you know." Y'all ever saw that movie, The Score, when Edward Norton, you know, he was playing like he was mentally challenged, but deep down, he knows what he was doing, but he puts on an act for everybody else, like he just doesn't understand. He does. That's how the liberal woman is. Okay, and that's a really good movie for men to watch. Watch The Score. All right, it's Robert De Niro and Edward Norton. Because I'm telling you right now, that's how the liberal woman is. And I mean liberal as in not a political statement, not your political beliefs, but liberal as in you are liberated. You are leaning to your own intuition. You're leaning to your own ideology. You're very stiff-necked. You're a scoffer. Everything you were most likely grew up to believe and everything that you are willing to forsake that. Okay? That's the whole thing about being liberated. When you're liberated, that means that you are forsaking everything else that's about you and about your family. And that's about your father and your mother and whoever else was a part of your life that helped raise you to be a person functioning correctly in this world. But let's continue.
Looking for someone
Claire,
to
hold on,
love,
don't- hold
love
on.
me. I'm
Hold
looking
on,
for
Claire,
someone.
hold on.
I've listened to you
No,
this entire time.
No, stop.
Do not stop me. I've
Don't-
listened to
do
you
not
this entire
interrupt me.
time.
Like, seriously, I asked you.
I've listened to you
I
for the
asked
last
you,
20 minutes.
And I'm not done yet. I asked you.
You know what?
please.
You are done. Let me tell you something. The way you're talking to me right now, never in a million years.
Claire?
Listen to me.
Claire?
Listen
Hey,
to me.
no.
Never in a million years.
You see that? You see that? How she put her hands on him like that? Let me tell you something. Once the liberal woman sees that there is no way of controlling you or subduing you or putting you under her leadership, all right, then she attacks. She wants to get rid of you. She'll get all the other guys, all the other simps to destroy you. Okay? Now, you want to see that duality, that light goddess and that dark mother goddess aspect? That is Shiva. Shiva is the light goddess aspect, the light mother goddess aspect. All right? Kali Ma is the dark mother goddess aspect. All right, you see how it is? Because she realized, I'm going to rewind this back a little bit. Because now she realized, see how she got up and that finger? All right, I'm going to let this play in its entirety because I want you to see what happens when the liberal female realizes. And look, and you know what? She most likely probably likes him. She most likely wants a piece of this Yusef. Because he's a man that she knows she's supposed to be with. But see, she is holding on to her own ideology where, no, I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to be me. And you are a man. And in society, I run this. See, the woman understands her place in this society. Men, you better figure it out before it's too late.
listened to you
No.
this entire time.
No, stop.
Do not stop me. I've listened to you this entire time.
Like, seriously, I asked you.
I've listened to you for the last 20 minutes.
And I'm not done yet. I asked you,
You know
please.
what? You are done. Let me tell you something. The way you're talking to me right now, never in a million years.
Claire?
Listen to me.
Claire?
Listen to
Hey,
me.
no.
Never in a million years did I ever think I would have to utter these words again. Do not ever talk to me like that. I never thought I'd ever have to tell any man that I would never want them being the father of my child, and I stand by that. I would never want my children having a father like you. Get out of here.
Claire?
Listen
Hey.
to me.
Are you serious?
Bro, hey, believe
Get outta
that
here.
you're not fit to be a mother to my child. That ain't
Amen. Amen, brother. Amen. Amen. And I'm glad he said that to her. Because, see, life starts inside the man. No matter how women want to believe, yes, the woman is the vehicle that brings forth the child in birth. But life starts in the man. Okay? Your womb, your eggs is nothing without that man's sperm. Okay? I want to just rewind that back a little because he said it right. And see, when it comes to liberal channels like this, like ABC, NBC, every now and then they will have a man on here that is going to step up for the real man. Because see, even the most liberal woman, the most liberal man, even they know that they full of shit. They know they full of shit. That's why she upset. If she really thought she was in the right, she would have said, you know what? I respect that's how you feel, but this is what I'm doing. And I love it. I like it. Okay? I like the fact that I can get guys to get naked for me. Okay? Right? It's because someone that's right in their own sense, they're very unapologetic. They're very straightforward. But this woman, she went straight to throwing blows. Okay? She went straight to the defense. No, I'm not defense. She went straight to attack. All right? Straight to attack mode. And a lot of you men have women like this that will attack you. Do not be afraid of women like that. All right? Do not be afraid of women like this. Because see, women like this, and she's well over 35, 40 years old. Pretty well, you know, who knows? Who the hell knows? Because Hollywood can lie to you too. They'll tell you this woman is 25 years old and they put a pound of makeup on her. And like I said, and I'm gonna say this real fast. This is not a woman hating channel. I do not hate women. I love women, okay? But I tell you right now, I'm a man on my purpose, and I'm not gonna stand for any BS at all. Okay? I never did and never will. That's why I have one son. Okay? That's why I have one child. All right? And a lot of you men getting that woman, that loudmouth, promiscuous, disobedient, wide-eyed, crazed liberal woman, getting her pregnant does not change a thing. It actually just might make it worse. Ask PJ Washington. All right? I'm gonna rewind it back. Because he said it. He said it. He said it. He said it. He said it very well. And I'm glad he said it like that. Let's do it.
Fit to be a mother to my child.
There
That
you
ain't
go.
right.
Say it again, brother.
Serious? Bro, hey, believe
Get outta
that
here.
you're not fit to be a mother to my child. That ain't
Exactly.
right.
Believe this. You are not fit to be a mother to my child. Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I tell you? And like I said, I've never seen this. Okay? But I know what it takes for a man to be a man. And for a man to be a man, a woman has to be a woman. Once a woman stops being a woman, once a woman stops being in her feminine, once a woman doesn't want to be a wife, a mother, then what's the use of a man? What's the use of a husband? Because see, a lot of you women I heard that are of the liberal aspect of life, okay? A lot of you women that are like that, and there's a lot of you, and look, I had plenty of great women in my family. I got 5 sisters, okay? And I believe in my heart that all 5 of my sisters are great women. But they're all grown women too. And whatever issues they're having with their significant others, that is none of my business. That is of the man's business that they decided to be with. But me, myself, growing up in the same household as 5 of my sisters have, I want to believe that they are great women and they're going to raise great children with the man that they decided to be with. Okay? Because see, you have to be a woman first. And the man will seek you out. But the moment you divert from that, that's when you get the F-boys. That's when you get the ain't shit baby daddies. That's when you get all the guys. Oh, he got some, his eyes are so cute. You see his eyes? They sparkle and they got green. It's like blue. I don't even know what color eyes he has because I keep looking at his 6-pack. Yeah. When you divert from your feminine and you get carnal and you start just viewing men as just a piece of meat because that's how you think men view you. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That is not the case here. Because see, there's not a man in your closet with you telling you, oh, why don't you wear this tonight? Why don't you wear this today? Do this, do that. Most of you women out here, y'all getting dressed by yourselves in the morning, and then you got the nerve to look a man up and down when he looking at you. 9 times out of 10, look, I done seen a lot of stuff of what women are wearing these days. And trust me, half the men that's looking at y'all, they wondering, did you lose your fucking mind wearing that shit you wearing? Believe that. Because a real man, he don't want his woman out here dressed like that. Save that for the bedroom, please. Unless we really out, we about to do some salsa, we about to do some things, we about to get it twisted up, we about to do a thing. You know what I mean? We about to let the dance floor know, hey, we on this floor right now, clear the space. My lady, she about to do a thing, let's do it. I'm gonna let this play out in its entirety. But that was good money. Well, look at the Simps. Look at the Simps. Look, he's like, man, I don't like this guy.
Is everything all right?
Look the Simps. Is everything all right? Look at her army. Her army of simps. This is her army of simps coming to her rescue. Right? Look at her. She was told the truth. All right? She was told the truth. No matter what. No matter how she feels, no matter what's happening, she has it in her mind. Cause see, let me tell you something. She she liked him. But you know what? She knew what kind of man he was. And she knew that he wasn't gonna go for her BS. And that's why she bounced. That's why. She knew that he wasn't gonna be down for her bullshit. Whatever she doing, all that. And I guess I ain't watched the episode. I didn't really care about it. But look, that's her army of simps. Army of simps.
Are you serious?
Look,
Yo,
Governor. Look at this guy. Hey, look at.
I expected way more from the oldest bachelorette
See, look. Ooh.
in history. Bro, what?
The oldest bachelorette.
Dude.
Now, how old is
I
she?
expected way more from the oldest bachelorette in history.
Bro, what are you talking about? Go home.
And see, and this is what's unfortunate. Here's what's unfortunate. I don't know this woman's past. I'm not here to land base her. I don't know her. I have no idea who this woman is. But just judging by her conduct on this show, she is a woman that has made her own choices in life. She is a woman that have kowtow to the woman's principle of living life. And this is where she's at. Breaking down crying on a nationally, publicly viewed show. Because see, women like this, they die alone. They die alone because they do not want to respect or even acknowledge the masculine male principle of life. They don't want to respect or acknowledge that the man gives the life. Ladies, you birth life. You don't give life. The man has to give you the sperm of life so you can bring it forth into this physical realm. That's how it works. You're not the giver of life, ladies. And the sooner you understand that, the sooner you stand under that, that is when you can find the man you are willing to procreate with. A lot of you women that are marching to these abortion clinics, you're only getting rid of that baby because you don't respect the man. I don't want to hear anything about the woman's principle or this. No. You, and I know they want to, and look, trust me, I'm going to get a lot of this. I'm uploading this to Facebook, but you know, it is what it is. A lot of you women out here that is aborting these babies, okay, you're doing it because you do not respect the man. Okay? You don't respect the man. You don't give a shit about the masculine principle. And this is why a lot of you women now are being taken to task. It's time to eat shit, ladies. I'm sorry. Well, not sorry.
Remember, you're almost 40.
Take your ass home, bro.
Oh, look, see?
Are you
Dry snitch. Almost 40. So she's almost 40. So she's in the age group where most women getting pregnant could very well be disastrous for her anyway. So why would she bring up children? You know why she brought up children? You know why she was the first one to bring it up? Because she ran into a man like him before. And a man like him in her college years, or maybe 15, 20 years ago, whatever, told her, hey, Are we getting married? Are you going to stop cheating on me? Are you going to be a mother? Are you going to be a wife? This is why she's on this show. And of course, she's very attractive. Whatever. But let me tell you something. When the cameras are off and she goes home and she's taking off that pound of makeup and she's taking off this cocktail dress and she's hopping in the shower and she's fresh faced, let me tell you something. Women like her, almost 40 years old, no husband, no children, believe me, they reaching for 2 or 3 things. They are reaching for the antidepressants, the vibrator, and that bottle of wine. All right? That's just facts. That's just facts.
Kidding me?
Don't do that. Don't be that guy.
Hey, she's all yours, boys.
All right, bet.
Bro, I'm so heated right now.
I'm trying not to like.
This is exactly what I was talking about the other day. This is exactly what I was talking about the other day. Disrespectful as hell. This is just what.
Yeah, this guy. Look, and you think about it, she doesn't even choose these guys. I don't even, you know what? She doesn't even choose these guys, man. You know, and I guess I'm gonna end it here. Listen, from all that happened, ladies, we have to come to some kind of common ground. Okay? It has to be some kind of negotiations. All right? Because, see, a society without laws, it's a society that is unkept. And majority of men, they're asking women to just respect the male principle. Respect the masculine principle. Respect the fact that men need to feel like men. All right? Because, see, when you're raising your son, you're raising your boys at home, how are you raising them? Are you raising them to be the man of the house? Or the man that is just living in the house? How are you raising your boys? Because, see, I've come across many of men. All right? And you know, I talk to a lot of people about stuff like this. And people, they text me and they say, hey man, you need to talk about relationships. Well, you know, we're not at relationships in this society right now. Because, see, most people can't even be in lockstep with themselves. Some people don't even love themselves enough to want to be able to be in lockstep with someone else, because we're too busy worrying about eyes and lips and titties and backsides and the measure of a man's rod. You know, we're too busy worrying about the outward, and we marry a guy because he said a few simple words to us, or we'll marry a woman because, you know, she you know, the fellatio, the head is on point. There's many guys out here that are 4 or 5 baby mamas in, and they just now getting it. And there's women out here that are 4 or 5 abortions in, and they're just now realizing what they were doing was wrong. This is a woman, this Claire woman, This is what she wanted. But I'm gonna end it here. This is the end of part 2. This is the tune-up show, guys. This is what we do. I'm out of here. And you don't like what I said? If you don't like what I said, I don't care. Yeah, I'm out.